Oh,
Hey everybody, this is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors, my co-host Jason from Pest Hunter Outdoors.
good
We're going
evening,
to be
everyone.
talking coffee today. Yes, we do love our coffee here, hence the name of the coffee break. We hopefully will be having more people pop in. I am in the process of making my cup of coffee for the day. So if you see me disappear, this man right here will take over and discuss his
It'll be
favorite
all my
coffee
channel.
methods and things like that.
Mine, all mine, all mine.
Yeah. Yes, it's the Pest Hunter takeover. But you're welcome to take over my channel when I can't make it. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My time slot.
If I,
Because especially what happened last Thursday.
yeah, like I said, after last Thursday, we actually started watching Babylon 5,
Right.
and
How many
we had,
episodes did you get through?
we're now into season 4 now.
Hey, Molly.
We're about ready to go to the third disc.
Oh, wow. So you already went through 1 through 3?
And there's
Oh,
5
wow.
episodes per disc.
I have to finish making my coffee, Rob. And good evening. Hey, Rob. Both Robs are here. I'm brewing my coffee, so I will be discussing what's going on right after this guy right here. So be right back.
It's not done yet. You're gonna have to wait. All right. So what's happening up north and across the pond? Please chime in. And I hope everybody's had a good day. I just had a semi-lazy day. And if everybody's wondering, as of yesterday, I put up a community post. I had 100% germination for the pickle bush pickles, which I'm still kind of editing for that video. The only way I can edit the video is if I actually have to have nobody around me watching anything, because after the last couple of videos, I've had audio issues because I had headphones on and I found out that it was too low of volume.
I was putting the
So I have to hear it as it is, like on a laptop or regular speakers. So let's just try and get to that time when Molly's taking a nap and I'm here. Oh, wow. Yeah, somebody kicked over a plant pot. Yeah. Yeah, I saw some of the videos there of in the England area on our weather channel of all the rain, and all of a sudden little creeks turn into rivers. But yeah, you guys are getting a lot of water over there. Unfortunately, when Spain gets all that water, it turns into like Southern California. It's basically what their weather pattern is. Oh yeah, like I said, when it's further south from you, down there in the Spain area, in the summertime, it's all going to dry up, and it's going to be a tender bomb, basically. Yeah, one little spark, and it's all going to go poof, real fast. And Rob, I know you know about that because you probably get the news from there. I've seen some of the fires go through there. I'm going, my goodness, it looks just like Southern California. But when the fires go through, oh yeah. How many days has it rained for you now, Rob? I know Southern California had 5 days in a row and a lot of major flooding. No, I'm talking about the excessive weather now, not since 1973. Like I said, I haven't heard anything from the other guys from across the pond. So usually some of those guys will pop pictures on Facebook. Yeah, I know, and everybody says, "Do you know this person? Do you know this person over in England?" And no, it's like it is here. There's too many people. I said I really talk to one guy that's over in England on a regular basis through the chats, and that is the Squirrel Hunters channel. %90 already. If that's what it is, wow, that's a lot of rain. Yeah, we get 52 here, so we're just under subtropical, or we're just right at subtropical. We're not quite rainforest like it is up in Northern California, Oregon, and Washington, like you guys are there as well, where they get over 100 inches of rain a year. And yes, the mist falling down to the ground counts. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Colin's making his coffee. Somebody's mixing up something. I can hear it. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's putting sugar in his coffee.
What do you think, Lee?
Oh, yeah, we can still hear you.
Told you. I'm going to put sugar in my coffee. Sorry about that, folks. Coffee called. Okay, got my coffee. So, hey, Sean, how you doing, Lori?
Hi, Lori.
Okay. I'm not sure if anybody saw the little, picture of the channel before they started. Jenny got a new brand of coffee that she picked up from the TikTok shop. It's Bones Coffee. I'm not sure any people here have tried it before, but this one's one of them called Cinnabon.
Oh, now you can hear him.
Yeah, so it's got Cinnabon. It's from the TikTok shop. Jenny will probably tell you what name of the shop and that kind of thing. But
Bones Coffee Company.
It's called the Bones Coffee Company. So, yeah. This one is, they're in conjunction with the Rainbow Alliance for People in Nature. So that's pretty cool. And this one here, particularly the Highland Grog, is 100% Arabica coffee with natural and artificial flavor. And the artificial flavor is butterscotch. So, okay. Where are you at right now, Sean? I know that my company's looking for another driver, just saying. Yeah. This is just the sample pack, 4-ounce sample pack. And Jenny got 5 different flavors. She got Army of Dark Chocolate, the Highland Grog, Cinnabon, Irish Cream, and Jamaican Me Crazy. Now, I have no idea what that one's going to be flavored like, but...
Does it have a jerk flavor to it?
I don't know. It doesn't say much. This one doesn't have anything on the back like the one does. But it's roasted by Bones Coffee Company from Cape Coral, Florida. So if South comes in, hey, you can get this one locally. I think so too, Rob, but you can't tell my wife that because it's her coffee. She'll drink it the way she likes. But she'll tell you more about it because she drinks this stuff. I don't, because I like my coffee flavor with a little bit of sweetness. But I even like the resealable bags, which is really nice. Yeah. They got the little. This one here has got a little thing you got to pull off the top, but some of these have little pull tabs on the back, like this one here, as you can see. Allows you to reseal it and everything else, but the rest there's some of them that just have the little thing you just pull on the side and just rip off the top. So, but there's the logo right there, Bones Coffee, out of Florida. Jenny will tell you more about it when I point you over there. And by the way, you feel free to ask her questions about her leg and everything else since we weren't here last Thursday because I was spending it in the ER with her. And there she is, folks, hiding behind candles.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Okay, anybody got any questions for Jenny? Mountain Dew? I can understand that.
My
Okay.
Cass is waving at you.
That's her cast right there, folks. So here you can see it.
Yeah, the little temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just got to get her. She's going to get it changed out. The bandages changed out on Friday, and she's going to get her surgery done on the 26th. For those people who didn't know, she's going to get all her old hardware, like the plates, screws, pins, whatever's in her left leg, is coming out, and new stuff is going in. And as far as I know, from what I heard from her doctor while she was talking to him, is that she should be, if everything goes well, about within 2 days or so, should be able to walk on it.
I hope so.
Me too.
Now, the next question is this the second injury or the third injury? Oh, fourth?
Second time I've broken and dislocated this ankle.
It's okay. This is the second time that she has broken and dislocated this ankle. But the first time was when she was in her 20s.
Yep.
So she was jumping over a puddle at a basketball court and came down on and shattered it. So they had a plate put in, some pins, screws, whatever it is. And that's been in there since she was in her 20s. She's now in her 50s. And now they're going to take all that old hardware out and put new stuff in. And yeah, she's becoming a bionic woman.
No, I'm talking about in the last past.
That was her other foot.
Yeah, I know. She had her other foot, this foot.
4 injuries total.
Yeah.
She's actually on this foot that she actually had ligament surgery done because she stretched her ligament out on that foot. And so, yeah, that's when she tripped over the curb. The first or second time. Hun? The first or second time? We were at the zoo in Des Moines.
That was the first time. The second time was I was wearing the wrong sandals in Walmart and my ankle just went over.
Oh, okay. First time it happened was at the zoo in Des Moines, Blank Park Zoo, and Walmart the second time.
Well, also how everything comes in threes.
Pretty much. But hers is actually this is the fourth overall.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about for recent events.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, somebody's using a multiplier then because it's been more than 3.
Yeah, it's been hitting both of us, not just her.
Yeah.
But on a good note, we are getting some things taken care of in the next week that we're going to be sitting pretty for a little while because we're getting the van fixed. We're getting a new truck. We're getting all our bills caught up and everything. So we'll be less stressed out than we have been. Yeah, she is getting an overhaul. It's like Jamie Summers 2.0. If you guys know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
This is after she had her first bionic surgery and she got recovered and had her second.
You're talking about the $2.5 million.
I have to get a new truck because I can't afford to get this one fixed. Because if I get both of our vehicles fixed at the same time, we'll be without a vehicle. And I don't want this one to die before we can, while I'm still going to work. Because it may or may not have a blown gasket or cracked head.
For the truck or for the van?
Truck. So if it has a cracked head, I can't afford to get it fixed.
Yeah.
And also if it has a thermostat out at the same time, there's definitely no way I can afford it.
Yeah.
So I've got an eye on a truck I found that's not too expensive, that's in a lot better condition, and only has 165,000 miles on it. So if everything goes well, it's still there, I'll try to pick it up. Okay, Rob, it's still my choice. I do not have the time or the money or the patience to wait and get this truck fixed. So I'm going to probably end up selling it. I've had cracked heads before, but it's losing power badly, and going through a tank of gas every 4 days, less than every couple of days. It shouldn't be doing that, but it's doing it. 26-gallon tank shouldn't be going through a quarter tank just to go one direction every day. Now, once I get another truck, that truck's going to be for sale. So if someone wants to work on it, they're more than welcome to. But I've got to get reliable transportation first. Not wait for this one to die. So that's my priority, because we can't keep on climbing in and out of this truck. Not with her injuries, not with mine.
Oh, to the ground.
Something lower to the ground.
No, well, I have my on a 4-door F-150, and that actually has better running boards than this thing does, and it's also about 10 years newer. That's true, Tiny. Yep. So we're just trying to get reliable transportation. That's our first and foremost priority, because without it, we can't get to work. We can't go do our appointments, any of that. But I'll have enough to cover it. So, and I'm not talking from taxes either. So I've got my other money coming in. Macus.
Jeez.
Okay. We need to trim his nails. He's drifting because we have hardwood floor. We have laminate flooring. So he gets going too fast, and his butt starts sliding out from underneath him when he's running. It's really cool to watch because he can't keep traction. Macus, right here.
Yeah, this one here will actually run, and then he hits the carpet and he hurts himself.
Because you screwed it to the floor.
Yeah, I know. I screwed the carpets down to the floor so they don't move.
Well, this is not a 2015. The one I'm looking at is a 2008. Since my truck is a 1998, 2008 is 10 years newer. So I can't afford a 2015. So I found one that's on a deal. It's at a used car lot, so hopefully it'll still be available by when my money comes in, which it should be by the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm not saying how much I'm getting, but it'll be enough to cover everything. I do know that. But
Nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
also, we're also going to get a few things. I'd like to get a dryer, since we need one, and a deep freeze, so that way we can actually keep enough groceries on hand without having to go to shopping as much.
Yeah, check with Lowe's. You can get a military discount there too.
Well, how much do they usually run?
About $200 for a brand new one. One of the
I
small
can get one
ones.
cheaper at Walmart. Which is a little 5-foot cube,
Oh,
chest
you're talking
freezer.
little $89 ones that only barely fit anything?
No, this one's about 165. This is a 5 cubic foot one.
5 cubic foot is not very big.
But it's just the two of us. We don't need that much. We still also have our regular freezer, but we won't have to keep everything all in the same place.
You want something 7 or larger? Between 7
I'm not spending that much extra for that.
Yeah, but it's the thermal mass that you're going to need. And when the power goes out, you got the thermal
Hey,
mass.
Huga.
Hey, good.
Hi, Huga.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no.
we just need something where we can keep some extra all our meat in that place, and that way we could have this stuff like like our ice cream and bread and other stuff that we keep in the freezer anyway. Her flour and other stuff that she likes to keep in the freezer. Her ice packs.
Yeah, like I said, 5 cubic feet does not go very far.
Well, it does. It's better than what we've got right now,
which is 0.
Well, we got actually our refrigerator is a scratch and dent sale one, literally dented, and it's really freaking huge. It's just we can't fit everything we need in the freezer. So, because we only have 2 shelves and plus the shelves that are in the door, so we want to make sure we can buy meat in bulk from Fairway and keep that in the freezer. We just go shopping every once a month.
What's
Type
Fairway?
situation.
Fairway's a type of store. We don't have.
It's like Safeway, but it's they have a really good meat counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like I said, we got the 7, and sometimes it's a little bit small for us.
Well, you also got four adults. You're trying to feed out of that freezer too.
Yeah.
Just generally most of the time it's just Jenny and me.
Might have to end up getting another one.
But it doesn't have to be fancy or anything like that, but it'll get us by. And that way we can start working on putting food back. Not just, living out of what's in our grocery sack type of situation, But that's a step in the right direction, and rather than just taking a step back. Because this summer I've got a lot of work to do on the house. I've got some painting to do. I've got to redo the front walkway because it's all brick, and it's doing this.
Oh yeah.
So I got to rent a tamper from True Value, where I can tamp down the area once I take the bricks out and put down big paver stones.
Yeah, make sure you get enough of your ABC on site so you can get that smoothed out, compacted. Another layer.
ABC. You lost me.
It's like a sandstone and rock mix.
Oh, okay. I only know a little bit. I don't know a lot. So I know how to use a tamper. I do know that.
Yeah, you just got to dig out a lot of the about 4 inches of soil. Get rid of that. Put all that new ABC in. Smooth it all out. Make sure it's got forms.
I was actually going to put in a drainage pipe from the flower bed next to the house under that, so that way it could drain into the yard without going over it. So a little PVC should cover that, hopefully. It doesn't need to be very much, but something at least.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it won't. I don't want it to sink.
$dollars.
Huh?
Spend the extra few dollars. Get the little box and the black drainage tube, and if you can, run it all the way down to the curb and have a little pop up that pops up there, so it empties out. So
I will actually have to ask the landlord about that particular thing, but I do know I want to keep the bricks because they're all locally made.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to clean up and try to find a repurpose the bricks because they actually got stamped like Des Moines and other places on it. And these are vintage bricks. I don't want to lose those. But
you can still reuse those.
I'm trying to figure out what I would use those for, though. But
barbecue pit.
And what I'm saying is, you can actually put the bricks back once you compacted the ABC.
I was thinking about putting in fitted paver stones. The ones that look like puzzle pieces.
Yeah, those things are like $1.50, $2 a piece.
Yeah, I've used those before, so I know how to use them. But I do know we are going to replace our deck because it is rickety as heck. So hopefully we can get that because it's got roofing material as on the steps to keep it from making it non-slip.
Mm-hmm.
It needs something better. It needs to be better, bigger and better.
It's called epoxy and sand.
Well, no, I can get the proper type, stuff for it and everything, but this literally got roof material on the steps.
Yeah, that stuff wears out pretty quick.
Yep. So we want to make the deck bigger anyway, because that way we can sit in the front of the house a little bit and just watch the outside and whatever. Because right now we barely have room to get in and out of our house.
Oh, by the way, it's like 48 degrees here.
38, and tomorrow we are getting close to the record high tomorrow. Within 5 degrees of a record high.
I should be warmer than 59 degrees.
I've got 50 on my phone.
I need to go out there and check.
Now, I probably will be talking to you more about redoing that for the sidewalk there, Jason.
Yeah.
Off camera, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But because I have the basic idea about how to do it, but I've never done it by myself. I've done it, but with help.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's time consuming.
Oh, time I can understand. It just I want to make it level because it pools water in the winter and water in the summer when it rains, obviously. Yeah. And it's not safe for Jenny and I, especially since she's got more foot problems than anybody I know, and I've got knee problems.
Fall hazards.
Yes, exactly. And if also if somebody trips on that, we're liable.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not have that issue. Anyway, we're going to put in a new mailbox, the height, that kind of thing too. But Jenny wants to flesh out the garden that's got plants growing already. They're popping up flowers already.
Oh,
yeah, early. What kind do you have, hon?
I got one marigold coming up.
What?
Your flowers, what are they? The ones up front.
Oh, I think they're stargazer lilies.
Stargazer lilies?
I'm not familiar with those.
Neither am I. But we want, because it's got some paper stones that are kind of lining that, but it looks kind of tacky the way they have it set up. I want to extend the deck. It goes further past the door, so we can put up a little bench seat or something like that. So we can watch the world go by if we want to.
No, that's mine. That's mine.
But no, other than that, that's the plan for the summer anyway. And also I got to paint the house, so inside. On that note, I don't have to worry about rollers as much because I got a Wagner power sprayer. So, and a lot of the colors are going to be the same, so it's going to save some time and energy on cleaning. Other than that, does anybody have any questions about the coffee I mentioned earlier? What's that, Jason?
Dog toy.
You know what it looks like?
Donut.
A donut that you sit on?
Yep. It might be come in handy if you have to.
Oh, you missed. That's mine now.
So how's everybody doing in chat? Yes, I know Rob's probably mad at me about getting rid of my truck already, but I need something more reliable. The rust where it's rusting, I can't fix. So
yeah, no, I want to win the lottery so I can buy a big Sprinter.
A what?
A Sprinter van.
Why would you want a Sprinter van?
For camping, long distance, adventures.
That makes sense.
You can put everything in there and you can secure them.
Jason, you wouldn't believe what I saw this morning. A 1926 Model T.
Really?
Yep. A guy who has his shop down on Route 66 was coming through Newton this morning when we were getting gas. And this thing had been found up in Utah in the back field.
Mm-hmm.
Little to no rust.
Well, yeah, look where it's at. Look where he got it from.
The wooden rims are just like immaculate as well as, I mean, they even have rubber on the tires still. The only thing is the steering wheel was just a crossbar at this point. because the original wood probably rotted out.
Oh yeah, it's sitting out in the sun.
Right. And a lot of the woodwork is just toast, except the fact that the wood rims were there was kind of surprising. But he said the engine was free.
Really?
Uh-huh. So he's going to restore it. So that'd have been freaking cool.
Yeah, out of all the places that I've lived, believe it or not, Phoenix has the most of the vintage cars around.
I remember. I lived there.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's just everybody's got one there.
Yep.
Well, not everybody, but a lot of people have the old stuff like 60s and olders, and a lot of military vehicles.
Oh yeah, I remember. But one thing I do remember about Model Ts is that they got about 50 miles a gallon.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just
they weren't the fastest vehicle, but they were very fuel efficient.
Yeah, that's what they were economy. You know, the faster you go, the more horsepower you need. So therefore, you're going to be using far more fuel. Commercial.
Okay. Oh, she got slots. What did she get?
Girl for me. What'd you get, Molly?
Hydrol.
Hydrol? Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Assembly line.
Assembly line?
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
High roller, quiet operation, 41.
I still got premium running, so I don't have any commercials.
Yeah. I got no commercials on mine. I found out today that I have commercials on my Rumble account now.
So you're monetized on your Rumble, right?
Yes, I am monetized on my Rumble. Get down.
If you would like to advertise your Rumble here, please do.
I got Dickies.
Molly got a Dickies commercial. Quiet.
Well, Dickies are not too bad.
Yeah, like I said, if you go to Rumble, type in Pest Hunter Outdoors. It's the same.
No, I was going to have you just post your link here.
If I can do that.
You should be able to put it right here in StreamYard.
Oh, Scooter, quiet.
Hey.
Let's go to my content. I'm not sure if this is going to be it, but I will find out here. All right. See if that works.
It doesn't have your name on it.
I know. I just pulled that off of the bar.
No.
No. Okay. I gotta find it. I mean, I can put the link in there, maybe to one of the okay. Let's see if this one here will work. Let me copy this here. Go here, here, here. I'll probably take you straight to my to the video, and then you can click on follow. See if that works. But yeah, I am actually monetized on Rumble now.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Yeah. Even my short ones under a minute have a commercial. Camping cage free. How you doing?
Hey KH, how you doing? Okay, here's what I got for your actual channel. That's your channel.
Quiet.
There's your channel right there.
Okay. Like I said, I could not find it.
Go to your channel, go to the top link, copy the link, and put it in there. That's what I did.
Yeah, like I said, I've always had to type in. Well, I can go straight to it. You know, because
what I did is when you pulled up the video that you posted.
Yeah.
And all I did was click on your name on it, and that popped me up to where I just posted there.
Yeah, like I said, I've done that, and I can't see it on this end.
Click on it, the one I posted, see if it works.
I gotta go over. I gotta go to this one here.
No, this is not on YouTube. This is Rumble.
This is Rumble. It is more friendly to more of the conservative creators.
By the way, folks, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it if you do.
Yeah, so up there you have you just put follow on there. So I am following several people. So
I've got a couple of people on there that I've been following, but I don't have a channel per se. So
I only have YouTube.
yeah, well, no, you got to sign up for Rumble, just
I
like
know,
you
I
did
only
for.
have YouTube.
Oh, okay, well, that's because you got to go and you got to search for the other content creators.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually got to go in the search bar and search. Let's see, Al's Outdoors on there. JV's on there. You.
I'm not.
Anywho.
I've got to find my password because I have no clue how to get in there.
Yeah, like I said, Wildman 307 Outdoors is on there now. I believe he went totally to. No, he did not. He hasn't been on there in a year. But yeah, it's. I finally have commercials there. So
Yeah, I've been trying to get in there and I can't get in there right now. Not sure why, but it won't let me. But that's okay.
But yeah, like I said, I posted 2 videos on there today, and they're already getting views.
Okay, shared. There's a couple ways. What are you trying to share, Cage? What I usually do is copy and paste from the address bar at the top of the screen. Just copy and paste that. Depending on what you want to share. If you want to share your channel out, you can do that way the same way. If you're trying to go check out other people's channels, generally in the chat, there's those 3 buttons, dots right next to the person's name. Click on that. It should pop, go to channel, pin message, or whatever. But that's what it says on mine. But you should be able to click on it, and their channel should be able to pop up, and you can follow them that way. There's multiple ways you can go about it.
But yeah, like I said, the Rumble's for the more conservative side of society than the liberal side. So
if you like firearms, it's a good place to show off your firearms.
No, it's not just the firearms. There's all kinds of other stuff. There's the news. There's gaming on there. There's also a lot of cooking on there. It's almost the same as YouTube, except for it's not as strict as YouTube. They're still strict. There's still stuff that they say, no, you can't show that. Okay, but still, it's they can show a little bit more on Rumble than you can on YouTube.
I think I got maybe 2 things, on there. That's all I got. The thing is, I didn't post something here, and it's here now. I didn't post these.
You probably hit because
I posted these on YouTube, not on Rumble.
You must have hit both buttons.
How?
Oh, it's very
I
easy.
uploaded them to YouTube.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes it will cross over.
Weird. But I'm monetized.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Let's see, what am I at today? I thought I was at.
My channel. Give me a second here.
Yeah.
I'll post. Let me get my channel here.
Yep, I'm still at 309. And I'm almost at 2,000 hours watch time.
There's my channel right there.
At my current rate, I will probably be monetized by Christmas.
I don't know what I did to be monetized already. I shouldn't be. But I am. And I don't know how you get money from that, to be honest. No clue.
Rumble?
Huh?
On Rumble?
Yeah.
Technically, you already are, but once you start getting the commercials, that's when you start. You gotta get so many. It's like the watch time with the commercials. Same thing with YouTube.
Well, I haven't got anything like that, but
Yeah.
it doesn't say how to get paid.
I'll figure that out later on.
I'm not advertising for Rumble, folks. I'm just, that's
Yeah.
what.
I mean, there's other platforms out there. I mean, a lot of people left YouTube to go to other platforms.
I've tried other platforms. I still like StreamYard and YouTube. I mean,
Yeah,
I've tried
I do
doing
too.
stuff on Facebook, but Facebook has more issues than not, especially when it comes to StreamYard. But it does allow me to do link to Facebook and Twitter and a couple others, as you already know. It's just that I stick with these two platforms because that's what I like to use.
And I occasionally upload to Instagram.
I don't do it much on Instagram. Unfortunately, I don't. I mean, it's not that I don't want to. I chat with a lot of you guys on Instagram, but I just haven't figured out how to post to that yet.
It's the same as YouTube.
Well, I understand it, but I just haven't figured out how to yet. But that's down the line. But hopefully, if everything goes well in the next week, Jenny and I will be better off than we have been in a while, especially since we started getting hurt. That way, we'll be less stressed out.
Yeah.
Especially Jenny, because she gets stressed out really, really fast.
Yeah, because now that I have both of them, I believe my numbers do cross over because I have it set up like that.
For Rumble?
Yeah, so if I get views on Rumble, I'll get the views also on YouTube as well.
So it's probably the same way both ways for me, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff from you and JV, but I don't have a lot of people under my list yet, so I don't have a lot of people following. So not sure what, traditional archery is usually what I follow anyway.
Phone call. Be right back.
Okay. So how's everybody doing? Hope things are going well. Yes, Sean, be safe. Don't be texting and driving. Hey, gorgeous. What you doing later?
Going to bed.
Dang. With me or by yourself?
By myself.
Oh. What if I want to snuggle? What if I... Yeah. And so if anybody is offended by me getting rid of my truck, I'm sorry. It's just that, I can only afford 2 vehicles and I got to make sure I keep one. We're going to try to keep that van fixed and paid off. My truck replaced with a bigger truck because I need a bigger one anyway. Something with 4 doors, not 2. That doesn't take a mountain of energy to climb in and out of, especially with Jenny and me. Between her injuries and mine, it is hell to get in and out of. I can't say, there's some things on YouTube that shouldn't be here, but they're here anyway. I try to block anything political, anything religious for the most part, and a couple other things. Okay, for those people who haven't seen it, I'm going to re-show these. Jenny got a new set of coffee. She went through a TikTok shop. She paid about $25 for these. She has 5 sample packs that are 4 ounces each of ground coffee. It is Bones Coffee, and from the Bones Coffee Company out of Cape Coral, Florida. And this one in particular is Highland Grog. It's about a butterscotch flavor. It's a replica coffee. All of the coffees are I'll show you. It's this one right here. All of it's the same kind of coffee. It's just that they have different flavors. This one here's got a butterscotch flavor. So it's called Holly Grog. This next one is across, between the other two, another land, to Irish cream, as you can see. And there's the logo for Bones Coffee. It's a lot different than, each package is different, as you can see. This one here is called Cinnabon.
Cinnabon?
Cinnabon. So these are all out of Florida. They're all 4 ounces of coffee, which is quite a bit of coffee, if you think about it. But she said she's got 5 of these. That's 20 ounces of coffee total. That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
And the last one, she has another one called Army of Dark Chocolate, sort of like a pun on Army of Darkness. But this is not it. This was Jamaican Me Crazy. Now, I can't tell you exactly what this one tastes like because it has not been opened yet. But it is a medium roast and small batch. And it's from bonescoffee.com. And get that to show up right there. And like I said, it's from Bones Coffee Company of Cape Coral, Florida. But they do have a little, interesting guys on the covers of all these. Jenny's the only one who's drank these, folks. I have not, because I don't like flavored coffees that much. But she does, and that's all that matters. I kind of get a kick out of the guy at the kilt and the Irish guy, and the girl with Cinnabons and all that other stuff. Kind of like a rockabilly feel, I would think. And the shamrock, the leprechaun guy with the pot of gold, but instead of that, he looks like a pot of coffee. But she paid about $25 for all 5. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
$5 a bag.
Oh, hi, Cecilia.
Yeah. Jenny is doing okay, Cecilia. If you want to say hi, she's right here. Say hi to Cecilia.
Hi, Cecilia.
Tell her what's going on, because she never got a chance to see you last week.
Binary Jared is on.
What?
Who?
Binary Jared?
No
No,
clue.
Jared?
Who that is.
Yeah, Jared.
Oh,
01.
Jared. Oh, my friend Jared. Okay, hey Jared, how you doing?
Yeah. Binary? Yeah, okay.
Okay. Be well, Sean. Thanks for coming.
Have fun, Sean.
The fact that he's on the road most of the time and he still has time to pop in, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Yep, she is got her doctor appointment was moved from Thursday to Friday to get her everything fixed up. So I'm taking the day off to take care of her, because by the time I take her to the doctor and back, I'd already missed half a day. So I just took the days off. Much easier that way. But she, in about 13 days, she'll be going in for surgery.
It's still a long ways away.
It is. She is surprisingly getting around here really easily for the most part. She has trouble getting upstairs, obviously, especially with her right foot still healing, and getting in and out of my truck right now because it's a pain. Because the running boards are loose and they're like doing this. So when you have bad knees and bad feet, it's like climbing a mountain, in and out every day. So twice a day, for that matter.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why we're getting another truck. It's going to be bigger technically because it's a 4-door. Because we have to deal with a teenager, so we need an actual space for him.
You got a ratcheting tie down straps.
No, He's too skinny for those tight out straps, so surprisingly enough. But yeah, he's was doing pretty good last weekend. Temperament wise, for a teenager, he was downright jovial. So he's grown up quite a bit in the last couple of months, which is really impressive. She tried that, but I can't do on my knees right now because I've only got one good knee. She has to not put pressure on her leg because of where the breakage is on the fibia. And there's not a lot of good handholds in my truck either on the passenger side. But also, we need more room for her to be able to get in and out, especially if she's going to have casts and stuff like that. And also, a newer vehicle would give us a better gas mileage because we wouldn't be restricted to old school unleaded. We could actually use something with an ethanol blend. What do you think of that, Jason?
In the pickup trucks, you won't get as good mileage with the ethanol fuel.
Well, it says it gets about 19 per gallon highway, which is not bad compared to my truck right now, which doesn't even get that. We go through a quarter tank, get it from here to work every day.
Yeah, that's too much.
Exactly. So I need a newer vehicle because right now I can't use any kind of ethanol blend in my truck because it only takes straight unleaded.
Yeah.
That's expensive. And with the 4-door truck, I can put my stuff in the back seat instead of putting it in the bed of the truck.
Yeah, still cover it.
Well, the thing is, this one does have a bed cover, but I'd still like to put my stuff in the back seat. Especially if I'm going hunting or something, I just throw my shotgun back there or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean keeping it all hid out of sight.
Right, but the thing is, it's only got like a 5.5 foot bed. Not very big. Yeah. But I probably could put a truck camper type thing on there or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I could still pull stuff. That's the big thing for me, and it's a 4-wheel drive. So that's going to help. Why would I want to put my camp bed in the living room? We're getting the minivan fixed, Cecilia. The truck is not supposed to be a daily driver. It's just going to be a backup, and for when I use it for my Renaissance fairs and stuff, for my archery range. This is the only reason we're using it now. It's because the van's brakes are out. But I've got the money to get it fixed. It'll be coming in within the next 3 to 5 days, and we're going to take it to the shop and have them do a complete fix of everything. The brakes, the thermostat, whole 9 yards. Tune-up, oil change. It'll be like a whole new vehicle once we're done. And that way, we'll be driving the minivan every day, not the truck.
Phone call. Nope.
Now, our house is all one level, with exception of the basement, Cecilia. And Jenny doesn't go in the basement right now anyway. I have to. But the stairs are to get into the house. Just our front steps. She tried going through the back door, but it's a little bit too long for her to walk with her crutches. I did create a little thing on the side of the thing where she could hang her crutches right there. So all she do is hit a little clip, and her crutches are hanging up out of the way.
No.
So you see my little gadget I made, Jason?
Yeah.
That is a key holder that goes around your neck.
Yeah.
And it's got a little clip on there where you can clip your keys onto. And I ran it through itself and used the clip to hold the crutches up. That because her crutches drop onto the ground like 4 or 5 times a night because either her or the cats knock them over. So I figured this way she still has access to them, and they're out of the way. So there's that. No, but our bedroom, Cecilia, is on the same floor as our living room. It's just that, she needs to be able to get up and down the stairs coming into the house.
Kind of like when you rented a recliner from Aaron, so that
Yeah.
I could sleep because I couldn't lay down after
Yeah.
my neck surgery.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, we had to get a recliner for Molly when she had her neck surgery because she couldn't fully lay down.
Yeah, me when I since my knee's been hurt, I've been sleeping in here with a pillow under my knee because I can't leave it straight. Because if I try that, it hurts too much, especially with the torn ACL. There's only so much I can do. Get some skids from work and make a wrap from it. We're thinking about replacing the deck, but it's going to be down the road. We want to make it bigger. Wider, too. Because we want to make sure we have room to be able to get up and down the stairs. We don't have permission to put in a ramp. Especially when we don't have a wheelchair. But, hun, Cecilia wants to know if you want a ramp.
Nah.
Jenny says she doesn't need a ramp. She thought our bedroom was up the stairs or something like that. No, it's just down the hall. But I tried, even offered to help lift her up and everything else. She said no. She's very independent. She will not accept my help for anything. I'm sure Jason's been in that situation.
Oh, yeah.
And Molly says, let me do it myself. But Jenny won't let me help her into the truck or anything. But I want to get a better truck that's in better shape to keep it, do what we need to do. I've got my eye on one. It's not that expensive. And it'll get better gas mileage too. So that's the biggest thing for me. But, because we're going to need it to make sure we're not going to be unable to make it to work. Because the truck has had so many issues. The van has had so many issues. But we're going to be getting them fixed, except just the van. It's going to cost us about $2,000 for the van to get fixed, at least. Because of the thermostat issues and the brakes being completely done front and back. I think Cornfed's mad at me for getting rid of the truck.
Oh,
well, the thing is, we're going to try to, if we can use it for a trade-in, we're going to trade it in, but we just need a better vehicle that we can rely on. And this one's not being very reliable. The same place where I'm getting money to fix the van. And it'll have enough to pay off the van as well. Cecilia. So things are covered.
Eliminating a payment, that's a good idea.
yeah.
What was that?
Eliminating a payment.
Yes. That's part of we have that covered, Cecilia. So we're eliminating a payment there. We like the van. We're going to get the van fixed and keep it. We just need to get it fixed where we can actually use it. Because you can't really beat a good E85 vehicle with gas prices like they are here. Because the cheapest gas you can get is E85. We're just having brake problems due to an issue that kind of cascaded from a damaged caliper that kind of destroyed all the brakes. The thermostat thing, I have no idea about. So we're going to have them check that out. And if it needs fixed, fix it. But the brakes are definitely be 100% fixed. So thank you for worrying me about us, Cecilia. I really appreciate it. But we actually do have it covered this time. Oh, ouch. I actually owe $23. So I'll be taking care of that as well. By the way, if you're in the both, Cecilia, the rotor is bad on one of ours, so we're replacing the not the rotors. The calipers are bad on one, so we got to get them both replaced at the same time. Since we're going to do that, we're going to do the rotors too. I mean, the calipers, rotors, and pads on the front, just the pads on the back. And then they're going to bleed the brake lines and check to see if the issue is with the thermostat and do an oil change and tune up.
Harbor Freight commercial.
She got a Kubota commercial. What's a Kubota?
Now it's a Ranger.
I can't hear you very well.
Ranger.com.
I'm getting muffles. That's not you. It's my hearing. So bear with me.
Harbor Freight.
Everything sounds muffled to me right now.
Yeah, Harbor Freight and Granger from Ollie. I haven't gotten any.
Okay, I understand Harbor Freight. What's the second one? Granger?
Granger.com, yeah.
What is Granger?
Granger is a like a contractor place where you go to. It's online. You can actually go to their on-site facility.
Right.
And you hand up a list of item numbers. They run and get it for you. They bring it back to you, and you pay for it, and you're on your way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't. There's a little bit of shopping space in them, not much, but a lot of it's all warehouse.
Right.
And like I said, if you call ahead and say, "Hey, I need all of these," give them your credit card number. You walk in there, you show them your ID, they hand the stuff over to you. But you have to have an account.
Okay, they do like auto parts or something, or what?
No,
Air conditioner.
air conditioner parts, safety equipment, gloves, hard hats.
I've never heard of them. So.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty awesome place.
Cecilia got something called a Kubota. It's a truck ad.
Kubota?
I've never heard of Kubota.
Kubota is the tractor line. Kubota.
It's what you said. It's a truck though.
Tractors, mowers, side-by-side hydrostatic vehicles.
Oh, it's a side-by-side. Okay.
Some of them, yes. They also sell the mowers and the tractors.
They have a track dump truck thing.
Yeah. They got all kinds of stuff. So
I think that was kind of cool looking, though, to be honest.
Yeah, most of the stuff is going to be
Kubota
like industry.
launches new V-Track dump truck.
Yeah. No, they got, the 72-inch wide mowers. What else do they have? Like the little Cub Cadet tractors. The
I'm not
hydrostatic
familiar with
tractors.
those, to be honest.
Farm equipment. Farm and industrial equipment.
Okay.
No, I do like the products.
I don't have the space for any of that, so there's no point for me even thinking about anything like that. If I had the money, I would fix up this truck for Ian since he's turning 18, but I'm not putting him through the prices it's going to cost to fix that truck. So thank you, Cecilia. I really appreciate the description. I really appreciate it because without that, I wouldn't have even idea what it was.
Don't want to pass on a headache.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Oh, another thing I could put in that truck, I can actually put up a gun rack finally, or in my case would be a bow rack.
No, you don't want it in there as a bow rack.
Why?
It's being exposed to the sun if you leave it in there, and not only that, it bounces around.
No. This is when we go hunting, and we can put it back there instead of on the floor.
Supposed to have it in case.
Huh?
Quiet.
They're going to be in cases.
Yeah.
They're in cases. Don't worry about it. We're not leaving them fully exposed or anything like that. All our bows that I use are in cases. even my one of my favorite ones, this one.
Yeah.
You know about this one.
Yeah.
Considering it, less than 2 feet long. This one here, I could actually leave out and not have to worry about the weather with that one because of the material that it's made out of. But that's made for that. So
Yeah.
that's my emergency bow anyway. But no, I just want something when we were going bow hunting or something like that. We can just put them in the back window. That way, they're not sitting on the floorboard or anything of our other gear that we have in the back seat.
They can be squished.
Yeah, you don't want bows to be tweaked or arrows to be broken. That's a bad deal going there. But the thing is, I got to hope that it's still there. It's probably not, but I got to try because my money's been taking forever to get here. But it's coming. That's all that matters. Huh?
Mine is too.
But like I said, it'll cover everything I need to get covered and then some. So my bills will be covered, the vehicles will be fixed, and I still have enough left over to pick up a new vehicle, plus pick up a new used dryer and a brand new deep freeze. And about $500 in groceries, which is going to be nice. So we're getting bulk canned goods, dry goods, and meat from Fairway. I'm not sure if you guys would understand what Fairway is if you're not from Iowa. I know Rob would know because he's probably been to there before. But
yeah.
Do you have like a Kroger or someplace that has a fresh meat counter?
Yeah, we got a Walmart and
No. I mean, where you can go to the counter and you say you want a half a pound of this, and they'll slice it right there and there.
We have Jasper Meat,
Something like that. But this one's
it's a full-on butcher shop.
right.
You can get the whole cow if you wanted to.
Yep. We'll get mailed out too. I'm not sure about Azure Stand. I'm not familiar what that is, Cecilia. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I got to get taken care of. This is going to have more than enough to take care of everything, including a gift from Jenny to Molly of the cord deal that she's got. Right, Lev?
What?
Your cord maker that you just got.
Yeah.
The one for Molly.
Yeah.
We're going to get that mailed out too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. We're going to be shotgunning all at once. So, it's going to be interesting. I've seen out the butcher box, but we can go to Fairway and get a meat bundle for a certain price, and we can get everything done the way we want it. We pick and choose what we need, and we can just get that, bring it home, put it in our freezer, or
We can get a
whatever
quarter cow for what, $3.75?
say. What?
I think we can get like a quarter of a cow for like $3.75.
Probably if we actually ask them, but if I wanted to get there's two real butcher shops down in Pella. If we want to make the trip over there, or if we want to go down to the Milo Meat Locker, we can get even half a deer if we wanted to. Because they have all kinds of things. That's where they process meat down there in Milo. And that's a pretty good deal down there, actually. We actually kind of get a kick out of going into the Milo Meat Locker. You can actually get ostrich jerky there, which is really weird, and emu jerky. Because there's people here who raise them for food.
Yeah.
You know what? They're not bad. It's actually pretty good.
I would save them for the eggs.
No, they're real lean.
Yeah, but you get that big egg, so.
You look back in the shell.
Yeah.
Say what?
You almost need a 22 to get through the shell.
Well, the thing is, if you do it right, you just drill them out, and then you can reuse the shells. I don't know. Could you imagine if you ground them down and used them for fertilizer?
That's
for
expensive.
your chickens. You know,
That's very expensive.
well, if you already have the ostriches, wouldn't it's not like you're having to buy it; you're already there. But we're going to try to get to a point where we don't have to go to the grocery store every week, other than basic staples like milk and bread. So we're going to try to build up a supply that's going to have to cost us an arm and a leg every week, so we
How
can
big
eat
is
at
that
home.
box of bacon?
Huh?
Oh, I thought it was like what, 5 pounds for like what?
For bacon?
Like
For what?
was it $5 for like
For what?
8 pounds of bacon? Yeah.
Let me check. I'm gonna go to Fairway real quick.
No, it comes in a big old giant box. I mean, you got to separate it when you get it home. It's in bulk. It's in a cardboard box with the butcher paper.
Are you talking about the butcher.com?
No, the meat store that we go to. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's at Brookshire's. Oh, okay.
We don't have one of those here. Let me see here. I'm going to get down to where our store is at.
Which reminds me, I need to get that GFI changed out for the freezer. We got these GFIs. Yeah, we got these GFIs at work that give off a tone if it's tripped.
We can get a number 7 meat bundle, which has 3 pounds of pork shoulder, 3 pounds of boneless chuck roast, 5 pounds of sliced bacon, 8 ounces of choice New York strip steak, 8 ounces of boneless ribeye steak, 3 pounds of boneless beef rump roast, and 3 pounds of pork sausage for $100.
It's not bad.
And that's local. That's just one of them. There's other bundles. They have a Becky's meat bundle, which has. Okay, I haven't seen this one yet. This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is for $50 now. Pork ribeye chops, 10 of those. 10 tenderloin pork slices. 10 80% lean ground beef patties. 10 seasoned pork patties. 10 chicken Crispitos, whatever those are, all for $50.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's called a Becky's meat bundle. They have another one for $50 also. It's 4 pounds of center cut pork chops, 4 pounds of pork steaks, 4 pounds of boneless pork loin roasts, 4 pounds of mild sage pork sausage, and 4 pounds of boneless pork country style ribs for $50.
Not bad.
And this one's called a seafood bundle. I've never heard of this one before, so it's first time for me. Is 5 ounces, 2 5-ounce tuna steaks, 2 5-ounce mahi fillets, whatever that is, 2
fish.
2 5-ounce swordfish fillets.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, 16-ounce cooked shrimp, 16 to 20 counts, one of those, and 2 5-ounce salmon pinwheels for $50. I don't know. I've never seen that one before. It's all new to me. They also have a $69 meat bundle, which has the hamburger, the pork loin shoulder roast, boneless beef rump roast, and top of the Iowa sirloin steak, and Tyson's chicken for all $70. But the thing is, you can make your own meat bundle as well, so you can pick and choose.
Yeah,
which is really nice about the meat counter. You can get a 10-pound tube of 80% lean for $2.99 a pound. That's not bad, but you do have to separate it yourself, mind you.
Yeah,
but you can also,
that's why I have the food saver.
Right.
Vacuum card, yeah.
You can get a USDA choice whole boneless ribeye for $237. Unfortunately, that's about 15, almost 16 pounds each.
Mhm.
That's pretty big. But the thing is, no matter what you get, you can ask them to slice it for you, and they'll do it with no questions asked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
whatever
the butcher shop will do that here, so does Berkshire Brothers.
it's actually a pretty good deal. I didn't, like I said, the seafood thing is all new to me. So, but we also get a lot of other things from there too. I've gotten ham salad from there, which I happen to like. Not everybody does, but I do. Some of the other stuff I'm not familiar with, like a Hawaiian ham patty. I've never heard of that. That's new to me.
Yeah, it's just a big old giant ham steak.
Okay, here's one for you, Jason, if you like spicy. Family Farms Market, jalapeno and pepper jack bacon wrapped stuffed chicken griller. For
That's cheaper to make it yourself.
14 ounces, $7.99.
Yeah, it's a little high, but you get somebody else making it for you, save you about half hour.
Now, if you're more into cooking thing, that's makes sense.
All right, so see ya. She's gonna fall asleep during the live.
I'm sorry for being. Yeah, brats are awesome from Fairway.
Jared.
Jared's taking off.
No.
Hi, Jared. Okay, that's what she said.
So she said she was not. She's here for a good time, not for a long time. Is what she said when she came in. So she's
Yeah, like I said, she says she's been up Sunday.
But Cecilia, you need to sleep more. But one of these days, I'm going to have Jared over and his family over. We're going to grill out in the backyard, that kind of thing.
Now, if you like spicy brats, the ones I found the best are the Zumos, and they're basically local here. It's hard to find them outside the area. They're good. They are good.
They have something here I've never heard, didn't realize they had. They have bison.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had bison. It's all new to me. I mean, because I've never went to the website. I've always been to the store itself. So I've always gone in person. These are options that I didn't know about.
Oh, yeah.
You can get your own meatloaf for the Fairway's own meatloaf for $9.99. All you have to do is bake it.
Again, you save yourself that half hour.
I prefer Jenny's anyway.
Yeah.
But they have 9 different meat bundles, that kind of thing. So that's cool. Or you can mix and match your own and that kind of thing too. So that's not too bad. We don't buy beef patties for the most part because we can get them cheaper over at Walmart for 85% lean.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, there's some things that you have to get in bulk from Fairway because the meat is better.
Yeah.
Like pork chops, pork steaks, that kind of thing.
Well, like I said, there's certain things that you can do at home, but it just takes a lot of time.
Fresh cut sliced bacon from Fairway. Oh my gosh. You get them cut thin, you get them cut thick, your choice.
And we get the thick cut.
Always get the thick cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh?
Because then you can barbecue it.
If you want, yeah. Or you can smoke it. I'm not sure if you've had smoked bacon. It is really good.
No, that's putting that raw pork in my mouth is not good.
No. You cook it with and smoke it at the same time, like in a smoker. Actually, a USDA choice T-bone steak is only $12.49. That's not
to roll it up.
Huh?
What do you use to roll up the bacon so you can smoke it?
I'm not sure. That'd be interesting to find out if someone did. You'd definitely gain weight from smoking one of those.
No, you get a parasite.
Well, no, you'd actually. I mean, I'd make sure you cook it and smoke it at the same because some people use like a liquid smoke.
Don't get it, Colin.
I'm ignoring it because that's gross.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, I mean, I've actually had smoked bacon. It's actually good. Personally, I like maple flavored bacon. Everybody has their preferences. There's something about it just done right. It's really good. Thin is okay, but I don't like crispy bacon. I like it halfway between.
Almost crispy.
Yeah, almost crispy, just chewy enough, but I don't like charcoal in my mouth. When it's too crispy, that's all it is. If I wanted bacon bits, I would eat bacon bits. But yeah, that's one of the things. We're going to make sure we have plenty of meat on hand. We're going to make once a month deal for that, which was why we decided against getting a Sam's Club membership, because we don't go there enough to make it worth going, paying for the membership. I mean, yes, they have stuff in bulk, but not the stuff that we need when we need it. So we can't justify the price.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's an hour's drive for us.
Well, I mean, our Sam's Club is literally down the road from Jenny's workplace, which is like probably about a mile at best, if that. And right next to the regular Walmart, which is, not same road, just side by side. And while it's cool to go in there and see what they have and everything, but not enough. I mean, the best thing that we have there that we found that we'd get would be the milk is a lot cheaper. But that's it. So that doesn't justify us paying the $40 membership, whatever it is per. And
here you go.
One of the things we're going to be doing, Cecilia, is picking up a $165 5 cubic foot chest freezer just for this. Our fridge is got a really big freezer. It's fairly big. It's just that we don't have room for all the meat that we would like to keep on hand. Now, hamburger and stuff like that we use on a regular basis can go in our freezer of our fridge. But the small stuff that, the bigger stuff that we don't use very often, the pork chops, the pork steaks, things like that, the chicken can go in the deep freeze, chest freezer. So that way we can keep that on hand when we want to go, do big, especially the big cooking things is usually on the weekends for us anyway.
Okay. Now, when you get your freezer, make sure you clean the inside.
That's a given.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then wipe it down with vinegar.
White or red vinegar? What type of vinegar?
White vinegar, just regular cheap white vinegar.
Okay.
Okay, you can wipe it down with that. Once it's dry, plug it in, close the freezer.
Let it cool down first.
Let it get all the way cooled down first. Like a day before you go shopping, plug it in.
Oh, yeah. We're not going shopping until a weekend anyway, so we can actually spend our time figuring out what we want to keep on hand, because the stuff I told you may not be the stuff we actually get, because we like customizing our meat bundles, because we go with what we eat, not with what we want. Yeah,
and at the same time, what you're going to do is you're going to get 4 gallons of water, and take a little bit out of the top of it, pop the top back in, put it back in the freezer, let it freeze, keep it in there because thermal mass in case you lose power.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to get the water bricks for that instead of those because they stack better.
Yeah.
So they actually fit at the bottom. They stack, they fit better. That's another reason. So most people don't know about the water bricks. So they stack like bricks with their water, and they freeze really well, and they provide the same amount of mass, but take up less space.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's there to hold the thermal mass in case you lose power. With those at least 4 gallons of ice in there, you can actually get an extra 3 to 4 days.
Right. One of the things, we're putting this in our basement, so we know where we want to put it, because it's the place that keeps the coolest longest.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on concrete, so that's not going to be too much of a hassle. And it's also near a plug that's not being used at the moment, which is also a bonus.
Yeah.
So in our
Okay.
laundry.
And make sure it's set at 0.
Oh yeah. We don't want it any colder than that, and we also want to make sure it doesn't get any moisture in there because it'll build up frost faster than we really care to.
Yeah, that's what the vinegar is for.
Right. Now,
Sometimes it's not set at 0 when you plug it in, so double check that.
right. One of the things we're going to be doing is we go through a lot of bread on an average basis, and when Jenny doesn't make bread, obviously, because right now she can't, but we want to keep extra loaves in our freezers. That way, we're not, we don't have to go buying bread every day or twice a week or anything like that. So I'd rather have like 5 or 6 loaves on hand instead of having to buy it. The only thing I can't keep on hand is milk. Unfortunately, I don't freeze milk. It's not good for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, ice cream, on the other hand, we might keep on hand. But, yeah. We just want to make sure we can pull the meat and stuff that we keep in the freezer now, move it down to our deep freeze. That way, we're storing ahead. We're going to get the water bricks, like I was telling you, and make sure we have the thermal mass that you were talking about.
Yeah, and
I've never thought about it as thermal mass. I just thought it's something that you do, something my parents did.
Yeah, so like I said, if you can put it on a pallet or something, get a little bit higher up off the ground.
I can see if I can pick up a small one from work, but
Yeah.
I can't pick anything up right at the moment.
Yeah, like I said, no, it helps in case there's any rodents. It helps keep them out of there.
We have cats.
Yeah, I know, but still.
They actually do really well on the rodent thing. Especially Mac, surprisingly enough, which, he didn't know what a mouse was, but he killed multiple ones.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for one to catch here.
Do you have a cat?
Yeah, it never leaves the room.
What's its name?
Pixie,
What kind of cat is it?
a rescue.
Color?
It's like a grayish spotted
It's a two-faced cat.
or a two-faced cat.
A what?
Black on one half face and white on the other.
Oh, a bilateral type thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen those. I haven't
Yeah.
seen yours, but I've seen those kind before.
No, that's the oldest daughter's cat.
That's a good idea there. Cecilia makes a point that it keeps the rust off the bottom of the freezer.
And it also keeps the fan a little bit cleaner, the vent open a little bit better.
I could put it up on bricks
Yeah, four bricks will work.
because I could have had some really nice cinder blocks. The ones that are about that wide, but about that thick.
Just
open in the middle. But the thing is, I couldn't pick the damn things up because I've got a weight restriction, and they threw them in the dumpster,
yeah.
which really sucks. I could put a plywood board on top of them, so they wouldn't be directly in contact. A good piece of what is it called?
Just 2 pieces of 2x4 scrap from the lumber yard.
Well, I have wood. That's not an issue. No, just the fact is I was going to get the waterproof plywood. I just can't remember the name of it. It starts MBS or something like that. I have no idea. I have an idea what it is, but I just can't remember the name. No plastic on concrete. I was talking about a plywood board, about an inch thick, for stability's sake. Because I can't pick up a pallet right now, but I can pick up the blocks and the wood from Lowe's or Menards or Home Depot or somewhere.
Yeah, just go to their the cold bin and pick it up for like 75% off.
I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of it until now.
Yeah, it's basically it's a big cart, and they put all their cold lumber on it.
I'll figure it out. I have to have it with me no matter what. So
yeah, it's not a perfect piece of wood. It might be bent, and like a 2x4 might be warped in some way. But if it's flat and and curved, you can still use it.
Well, I'm going to make sure it's big enough for me to cut out
Sure. Oh yeah, you
the
just
same
cut it.
size as the freezer.
The legs. Yeah, the width or the depth.
Yeah,
For
same
big mic.
size. That way I can put blocks underneath it to keep it off the floor. It doesn't have to be very far off the floor, just off the floor. Actually, I could put paver stones down and still do the same thing.
Yeah.
I have extra of those all over the place. But I'm not going to be using the antique bricks. Those are going to be stuck doing something else. Just not sure what yet. If I have enough, a planter for Jenny, maybe. I don't know. I think that would be nice. Hey, Mike, how you doing, brother? Is a meat store with a grocery store in the lobby? You are not wrong, Mike. Yep, I will do that, Cecilia. I just got to pick up a circular saw, which I do not own one yet. But I'm going to need one for my project for rebuilding my range. I've got scroll saws, but not circular saws. And I need a different, good.
And I'll be good enough for
And
you.
a snow shovel.
Oh, and a snow shovel.
Yeah, I still got to pick up one of those. But we're supposed
And a
to.
regular shovel too.
Thing is, the shovels we have are folding ones, not good folding ones, but the military folding ones.
No,
Which
a good
feels
round
real
shovel.
good here.
Flat shovel. A good round nose, and a good round nose, and a flat nose, and a snow shovel. You'll be good.
I've got the little, the long, what were they called? Spades or something like that? Spade shovels. They're
That's
like
round
really long and skinny. But
That's a trenching shovel.
those don't do me any good with snow. And right now,
it's like dirt out of the trench.
what do I need a trench? I don't need a trench. I just
That's
picked
what a
it.
trenching shovel is.
We picked it up off the curb. It was a curb find. So we couldn't beat free. You know, that's another reason Ian wants me to get a truck with a decent little trailer where you can go scrapping. Make money with all the scrap on the side of the road, especially during free trash days. Those things you wouldn't believe what you can find on those days.
I got 23 views in 6 hours for the monkey bread
Way to go.
on Rumble.
Did you read what Mike said about Fairway?
Yeah, he also said it too.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Oh, I know.
Because Fairways are employee owned, and they're really good stores. They're very good at helping you with the stuff that you need to find. And if you can't find it, they'll help you. They'll stop what they're doing to help you find it. Doesn't matter where they're at. And they still have people who help bring your food out to your car.
That's
you
cool.
don't pick your stuff up; they bring it out for you. You don't get that kind of service anywhere else.
No,
So that's cool. So, I mean, usually a lot of the kids around here, high school kids are around 14, 15, who are old enough to work at Fairway. It's usually one of their first jobs they get. And those guys are the nicest kids ever. See, Mike used to work there. So, like I said, too bad you never got a chance to go check out a Fairway while you were here. But I wish you. It's just an amazing story. We actually have a gift card we got from the VA that still has some money on it from Fairway. So we're going to try to reuse it and put some more money on it for when we go to do our meat buying. Now, if we could buy a half a cow or something like that, I don't think we'd have a room, even with a 5 cubic foot freezer.
no.
And the fact is, we don't eat that much. We don't eat as much beef, solid beef that like some people do. We do a lot of pork, chicken, and fish. Because for one, it's a lot healthier for me anyway, because I got to keep it out for my heart and stuff. But we don't do a lot of steak. We do pork steak, but not beefsteak. It's just, because growing up, we could never really afford it, and pork steak's a lot cheaper. And I was really good at pork steak. No, they don't, Mike, but they are very nice, and they do listen to you when you explain things to them. The kids are really good at that, but they're learning. And I've delivered to many Fairway for my workplace. Be well, Cecilia. Thank you for coming. And thank you for the advice.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
You get the 25-foot cubic freezer for $9.99.
Say what?
Yeah, $1,000 for a 25 cubic foot freezer.
I can't even fit that in my house. There's no way I'd need one of those. No, I was just going to get the cheapy 5 cubic foot one from Walmart because they have them local already. And I can have Ian throw it in the vehicle, and easier to bring it here and get it down the stairs and get it set up. I just got to find the water bricks, which, by the way, gives me an idea. Let's see here. They have different styles. I need the smaller ones. I don't need 8 of those. I just need like 4.
Like I said, our freezer has been doing really, really well.
Say what?
Our freezer's been doing well. And we
Why
picked
is
it up. We picked it up for what, $189 at work, plus my 10% off.
Okay. Sportsman's Guide, Sportsman's Warehouse has a 3.5 gallon water brick.
Oh yeah, that's plenty right there
For $20. That's not bad. What's the dimensions on that thing? I don't know.
Room that little 5 cubic foot.
It does. It will take up a lot of room in that 5 cubic foot.
Well, it's going to be on the bottom anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what size because I don't see
If you don't have enough room, you can pull that out and put more room in the freezer, more meat.
Well, the thing is, I could stand it up or I can lay it down.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if once it's all frozen and it's full, and you need a little bit more room, you can pull it out.
Right. But they're stackable, which is not too bad. Here, I'll show you.
Like I said, you put like a little bit of to preserve the water in it. Throw it, mix it up in there, put it in there. It's totally drinkable.
All right, but there it is, right there. That's not bad. It's like a giant Lego. Like you said, you stand it up, or you can lay it down, or stack it up like that.
Yeah,
not that I need to stick it or anything like that, but just in this configuration, with the handle right there and everything else, would be plenty.
Yeah, just think how long that takes to melt.
Oh yeah, but just one of those for $20. That's all I need. But like for $20, that's not a bad deal. And also, having a couple extras of those in your house just for water storage.
Oh yeah,
either.
Yeah, like I said, when we take the big cooler, when we do our big shopping, when we go to, when we got to grab a lot of other stuff and we got to leave town, we'll grab the 100, our big cooler, 160 quarts, and we'll throw bottles of ice water in the freezer, freeze them, and before we leave, we throw them in there to pre-chill the cooler.
Also, you can get a cold drink when they thaw.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's nothing worse than throwing your frozen stuff and your perishable stuff into a hot cooler.
Exactly. I don't want to have to. Jenny did find something as a curb find, so to speak. It was actually a storage unit that was being cleared out.
Yeah.
By a family, and she picked it up off the curb because that's where they put it. We haven't tested it yet, but it was a tabletop ice maker.
Nice.
Nice.
But we haven't tested it yet.
Make sure you clean it first.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Vinegar.
we just haven't tested to see if it actually gets cold and that kind of thing. If it does, then we're going to have that for events and things like that, because we don't have to buy ice after that.
Yeah, I haven't had to buy a bag of ice in what, year? Yeah.
We do have a water cooler, electric water cooler that Ian and I found off the curb, and it works. We just got to put one of those big 5-gallon water jugs from Walmart into it. Yeah, that you could refill, and it provides hot water and cold water.
Yeah, ours does too. We got one of those.
Yeah, but the thing is, we got ours for free.
Yeah, no,
we just had to get the jugs. So Ian wants to pick up the jugs for that one of those. That way, keep it on hand.
Yeah, I think we bought ours 7 years ago, and you don't put it on top. You open the door at the bottom and you roll it in, and you
stick at the bottom too. Yeah,
yeah, and it pumps it all up, and ours also has the ozone generator in there, so it pumps ozone into the tank.
I don't think ours has got that, but then again, we
sterilize water.
It's just something we picked up off the curb that works. And like I said, it was a curb find and we didn't have to pay for it. And it works. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And, getting hot water when you want to have something for hot water, that's kind of cool. Or in Ian's case, he likes to get up and get some purified water and just get it ice cold without having to worry going through the tap. That's cool too.
Yep.
But we have uses for a lot of the stuff we find. So, I was going to tell Cecilia, she's already gone. I found a Sunbeam mixer.
Okay.
It's like a precursor to KitchenAid, I guess.
Yeah.
But it had all the accessories for it. But I mean, I couldn't justify buying it at the time because I wasn't sure if that's what Cecilia was looking for or not. Because I know Sunbeams are good, but I don't know if KitchenAids are better than Sunbeams or not. So if you guys know which one is which, let me know, because I find things like that all the time.
No, the KitchenAid is better.
KitchenAid is better?
Yes.
But Sunbeams have been around longer, right?
No, KitchenAid has been around for quite some time. Again, it's higher price. You're paying for metal instead of plastics.
No, this one was metal. This was a vintage one. All hardware was metal.
No, I'm talking about the motor parts, the case, and everything else.
I don't know if it ran or anything like that, so I can't tell you anything about that. I'm not sure how old this one was, but it was nice. There's a guy on TikTok that repairs those things.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. I mean, he goes through and refurbishes the entire thing. And he actually adds some stuff to it that modern ones don't have. He's got a patented design thing that he adds to the mixers that makes them run better. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a little rubber gasket thing that he invented that improves the use and longevity of your mixer.
Yeah, but that's not what the manufacturer wants as longevity. They want you to buy a new one when it breaks.
Well, the thing is, he repairs them.
Yeah.
I mean, he because like the part when you put your blades in for mixing and your blades get chipped, the ceramic coated blades get chipped.
Yeah.
His little gasket prevents that.
Oh, okay.
So that way he doesn't have to replace the blades all the time. You don't get ceramic in your food. So, yeah. So that's, I mean, there's stuff that Ian and I can find and everything. It's really surprising. Now, there's one thing I would love to pick up from the local, I guess what you want to call it, antique store called Relics. They have this old gasoline stove from the military. I would love to have that as a backup because it runs off gasoline. So that's something that'd be cool. I think it's Navy, but it's a briefcase stove. I think I showed you last week, I think.
Yeah, you did.
And for $150, you can't really beat that price because most of them
the seals are still good.
Yeah. I mean, you can replace the seals. Seals are easy.
Yeah.
But the fact is, they're normally going for like 500 or more. So that's 300 to 500 or something like that, depending on where you look. Ian saw this the first time he came into the store, and he said, "Dad, I want that." Well, the thing is, I mean, I couldn't justify $150. But
Yeah.
if I'm doing a setup for prepping and for emergency sake, I could see that, as a setup for a kitchen or something like that, an emergency kitchen setup.
Yeah, I got wood, so.
Well, I don't have a wood stove. I have a grill, I have a fire pit, but I don't have a stove, a wood stove, or even a fireplace, which I would love to have a fireplace in this place, but I don't. But if I ever bought this place, oh, heck yes, this place would have a stove put in. Yes, it would cost more for the insurance, I know, but I would at least have a wood stove.
Yeah, especially if you can put it in the basement.
That would be a wood furnace. That's a whole different ball game.
Just one of those old Franklin stoves.
Oh, I understand that, but I'd rather have one up here for it because I can actually look at the stove. Like a fireplace.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about just for heat alone.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about just heat. I was thinking about
a cast iron fireplace.
Yeah, just an actual fireplace. I mean, if I want to cook in the fireplace, I could do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
My grandma had one of those. It was amazing. Great to use. I actually used it when I lived in the house after she passed away. She wanted me to live there, so I did there for a while until my aunt said, "Nope, we're selling the place, so you have to get out." Dang it. Grandma would have been disappointed, but the thing is, it is what it is. Then they moved the levee, and the whole house got destroyed and everything. So, yeah,
that's the blessing in disguise right there, right?
No, the thing is, the house predated the levee.
Yeah.
The levee did not exist when the house was built. And then it was there for the longest time. And then they decided, your house is too close to the levee. Tear it down.
Oh, that's why they bought it. That's why they sold it.
No, they didn't get sold. They got eminent domain.
Oh. I hate the eminent domain thing.
Yeah. But this house was over 100 years when I was living in it. It had a fireplace. It had everything I needed. But the thing is, no one else wanted to live there but me.
Yeah, I think this one will be 100 in, 15 years.
Yeah. Now, if we get the chance to get this place, we're going to use the VA home loan, which means everything, we're going to have a inspector go through the entire house and it's figure out everything that needs to be fixed on it.
I saw it.
Was it a mouse?
Yep.
Did she get it?
No, he started barking at it and then scared it before he can get to it.
Dang it. That's not how it works, there, dog.
Yeah, no. Scooter, enough, quiet.
You bark after you get it, not before.
Yeah. After you. Which reminds me, I need to go outside after the live stream and do a patrol.
Like I said, one of the things we would do is once they with the VA home loan, they'd have to fix everything that needs to be fixed before they could sell it to us. But we'd be able to buy the place, and anything we want to upgrade it to, we can do that, including maybe adding solar panels.
Yeah, and also your garage.
Actually, we're thinking about going with a one of those those little sheds, walk-in sheds. Just replacing the one we have now with a better one, and I could use it as a workshop.
Yeah,
and still have storage in there for some things up in the rafters. But I could actually have my workshop for my archery stuff out there and do stuff like that. Now, would I need power? Probably. That's what the solar panels would be for. If I could put a little small battery bank going out there, if I could have power to run my tools, whatever I need. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do, and put a covered driveway, like a carport, over the driveway a little bit, and fix the angle of our driveway so we don't get stuck anymore. But that's on the list. Because our driveway's steep, about like that. And in the wintertime, it gets difficult getting in and out of the driveway. So hopefully, if everything goes well, that's once we get the fan paid off, that means our credit will go up and we reach the magic number we need to hit, and then we're good to go. Because Jenny and I are both qualified for VA home loans. Oh, we lost Jason. Is anybody still here? If you are, please put a 1 in the chat. Because I've been rambling and monologuing and all this other stuff for the last almost 3 hours. So please let me know if you're here. If you have any questions, got any ideas, that kind of thing. Yeah, I know you're here, Mike. I haven't seen South, and I haven't seen Blake. I haven't seen a few others. So we got one person so far. We got 3 people showing. Hey, Will, how you doing? You're late. You're just on time. You're on time for you. That's okay for me. No need to apologize. I'm not going off for another about 37 minutes anyway. Now, Will, have you ever heard of Bones Coffee by any chance? Jason, have you ever heard of Bones Coffee before I showed it to you or not?
No.
Neither have I. I mean, the coffee I do like a vintage roast from Black Rifle Coffee Company, which is really good coffee. But okay, that's nothing wrong with that. You got things to do, people to talk to. No, but Jenny picked up some from the TikTok shop, Bones Coffee. This one's called Cinnabon. I'm assuming it's cinnamon coffee. It's 100% Arabica coffee. I hope I said that word right because I always say it wrong, I'm sure. And it's 4 ounces of coffee. These are the sample bags. This has actually got a lot of weight for 4 ounces of coffee. And like I said, that one was Cinnabon. Here's one that she's been drinking right here at home, the Highland Grog, which has got a butterscotch flavor. And this is out of Cape Coral, Florida. And Bones Coffee, there's the web address if you're curious. And there it is. There's the ingredients right there. Arabica coffee with natural and artificial flavors. and it's got a guy in a kilt, a skeleton in a kilt. And she's got another one. By the way, there's their logo right there. This one here is Jamaican Me Crazy. I have no clue what this one tastes like. I'm sure Jenny will tell me soon enough. Any suggestions what this one might taste like? Jason?
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken? Really?
Yeah.
He's got dreads. And there's a toucan on here.
It's going to taste like Red Stripe.
I have never tried that, so I wouldn't know. What is it?
What?
Is it juggling coconuts?
Is it juggling his coconuts?
No. He does have there's a little red snake right there. And you got a toucan on this other side right there. There's another snake right between his legs, which is like kind of weird. And he's got board shorts on. And he's got a drum. But that's what that one is. Okay, next one. She has 5 of these, but one of them is called Army of Dark Chocolate, which is at work. I don't know. She hasn't said what that one tastes like. But this is the last one that I have right now. The 5 that she got. And this one is Irish Cream. Skeleton dressed up as a leprechaun with instead of a pot of gold, got a pot of coffee. I'm not sure what's in the barrel, but it's all the same thing, basically.
Irish whiskey, yeah.
Probably. But I like the fact that it's got a cow. Let's see what else has it got in here. Not much anything. I mean, just the cow and, and the coffee, the coffee in the mug. In the mug, he's got a mug of coffee right there. And he's got the, pot of coffee right there. Or is that a crock of coffee? Oh, you guys decide. Well, I don't know. Jenny picked it up at the TikTok shop. She got 5 of these 4-ounce packages for $25. But they're all flavored, so I'm not going to be drinking them. I like mine black, unflavored. But Bones Coffee. Get it on the TikTok shop if you're interested. And it's bonescoffee.com. There's the web address right there, folks, in case you're interested. Yep, and it's from Florida. I did not know they grew coffee in Florida.
So they probably ship it there in the big bags, and they probably roast it themselves.
It's just like the guys here in Des Moines that Mandy likes. There's a coffee company here in Des Moines that roasts their own coffee that she actually ordered from.
Yeah.
Which is really surprising. She ordered coffee from Iowa. My coffee got cold enough that it's like, yeah. Okay, I did not know that, Will. Thank you for letting me know about Red Stripe. Because like I said, I don't do beer. I don't drink beer.
Yeah, it's a beer.
The only thing Jamaican I know, to be honest, is not Bob Marley, which I have no clue about Bob Marley, other than he's left-handed and he died from a toe infection. The fact is, I've watched the movie Cool Runnings with John Candy. And that's not saying much, folks. It's about the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Yeah, we're just showing off some coffee. Oh, Blake, hey, there you are. Better late than never for Blake.
He's up really late.
Yeah, he's one of the first people here. But now I got to go through the whole spiel again with the coffee. Okay, hey, you can help me with this one because you've heard this spiel about 4 times now.
What? Read
the label for me. You say Bones Coffee, Cinnabon, and all that stuff.
Cinnabon.
Yep. It's kind of like a rockabilly thing. If you look at the clothes, little rockabilly looking thing. At least that's what it looks like to me. Especially since the little skeleton in the picture has got the little Elvis hair.
Commercial.
Ego Garden.
A what?
This coffee, Scott,
Garden.
is from Cape Coral, Florida. It's called Bones Coffee. And it's 100% Arabica coffee and all that stuff. And it's also kosher, apparently.
No, quiet.
I have no idea what it means to be kosher, so I can't tell you. But it does say this product is certified kosher by OK Kosher, whatever that means. But it does go with the Rainforest Alliance, so they help with rainforest deforestation and things like that. I'm assuming. So we buy coffee from the Rainforest Alliance certified farms, helping protect the environment and farming communities. That's actually not bad. They're good for the environment. That's what I just read right there, folks. And there's their web address is bonescoffee.com, or you can get it from the TikTok shop on TikTok. Hey, if you get some coffee from there, I would like to get at least 1 pound for me, please. I'm putting in an order for it. You just tell me how much it's going to be. I'll pay for it. But there's 5 different kinds here. The only kind that's not showing here is the one that Jenny took to work, and that's the Army of Dark Chocolate, which has got a Bruce Campbell vibe because it is like the Army of Darkness type thing. So, yeah. Which of these would you try, Jason?
I don't know. I would have to see all the available flavors.
Okay, well, this one here is just, the higher grog, which has got a butterscotch thing. Cinnamon, I'm assuming it tastes like cinnamon. Irish coffee, the Irish cream is probably like Irish coffee. Like you said, probably with a whiskey flavor. And the last one is the Jamaican Me Crazy, which I am not sure what that one tastes like. Because it doesn't have any information about what flavors it should be. But I think coffees, if they have flavors on them, they should mention what flavors they are.
No,
this is
I
Bones,
like the regular
coffee. Huh?
I just get the regular coffee.
I'm not sure if they make regular coffee. They probably do.
Like a blonde blend or something.
I like it like a vintage roast or something like that. Plain roast. Though a breakfast blend is not bad, and a coffee house blend, which is what I've been drinking now. So, yep, Army of Dark Chocolate. That's the name of the brand. That's cool, Scott. Because if you find out about the coffee, local roasted coffee is always cool to find out. Though I'm kind of sad that you can't really grow coffee here, and the coffee tree that was in the botanical gardens got ripped out. This was the oldest. No, I think they had some kind of rot or something, and they just tore it out.
Oh.
This was the oldest living tree in the botanical gardens. Which really sucked because, this thing, the trunk was over 5 feet thick. It was huge. It was the dead center of the botanical center. And it's been there since it opened. The botanical center was one of the places I would have tried to take over if the world would have ended. Because not only did you have the coffee tree, you also had koi fish in the ponds there. So you had fish and coffee. And all the other plants that were growing there as well. We could figure out a way to keep it warm. Yeah, I know. I cried when I found out about it. I've seen the tree before, but I took Ian there when he was younger, but it's been a long time. Because, finding, you might be able to grow coffee in Texas, maybe.
Nope, too cold.
Too cold? Even further south?
Yep.
Why is that?
It gets cold here.
I heard that some people are growing it in California.
Maybe in a greenhouse.
No, that I know of.
It would have to be San Diego area.
It gets cold in San Diego.
I know it gets cold. Well, it doesn't get cold enough to get below 40. If you're down there by the Mexican border, where they grow the banana trees, on that 24 acres along the coast.
Hobson Family Farms has been a commercial commodity producer of lemons, avocados, white wine, and coffee. It is the largest coffee farm in California.
Yeah.
So, what are the only two states that can grow coffee? I'm going to say California and Hawaii, which is right. Puerto Rico is actually starting a good coffee industry as well.
Yeah.
And I'm closer to Puerto Rico than I am to either one of those other ones. But yeah. Experimental coffee projects have been occurring in Georgia and Santa Barbara, California, which is interesting. So that means Blake has an opportunity to get coffee. Well, I don't know about gunfight, but yeah. Well, yeah, tobacco would be good for you guys there in Washington, Will, and I'm sure that they grow it in Georgia. Not that it would be good for anything other than trade, but it does have some medicinal properties, though, but that's about it. Jason would love it because he'd have his cigarettes.
Oh, my stogies.
Oh, you'd actually go for cigars then?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the Botanical Center would be unlivable, though, because it would be too precious for people to destroy. So.
No, people don't know what they have until it's gone.
Well, that's why you make sure you'll be the first one to go in and know how to protect it. Oh, one of the things we did spot at the relics here in town, we actually found a foothold trap.
Yeah.
A really nice trap about that big.
Yeah.
And the curved part was probably about that big.
Okay.
And it was really well maintained. There was no rust. Looks like somebody had been boiling it regularly. And everything. It's like it didn't take much to actually set it up or anything. It's like usable working condition.
And what they want for it?
Oh crap! I didn't even check the price on it because I'm not a trapper, but it's probably still there. But I did see something recently. I was watching Alone. I can't remember what season I'm watching, but one of the people on Alone actually found a trap like that on the land that they dropped him off on, which is really funny. So he found a live trap that somebody had left behind. So he set it up and is using it to help procure food. But one guy who was actually originally from Mexico, who moved to Canada, found a bunch of trash and made himself a stove.
Yeah.
He actually made it had like a couple paint cans and a couple big coffee cans, and he made an actual wood stove. And then he covered it up with clay to help give it some thermal mass.
Yeah, you can do that with a 55-gallon drum.
But he didn't have that. He just had small cans. And if he's got a small shelter, that's all he really needs.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact is, he left himself a cooking surface on top, obviously. But that was more efficient than a fire pit or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that I think his Jose Pablo, I think his name was. But this guy, he did big game hunting. He was a bow hunter, the whole 9 yards, and he found that big pile of trash, and he made something out of it. And I thought it was pretty cool that he actually built himself a stove. And that's the first time I've ever seen someone from alone actually come up with that much trash and come up with something useful.
Oh, yeah.
Because usually you don't see trash. They don't mention trash in any of those. But apparently where they were at in that far north in Canada, we're near the Arctic Circle where the polar bears are at.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. They didn't mention. They mentioned the place, but not details. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. I'm going to check on something. Where is it? Labrador.
Okay, yeah, that's on the East Coast.
They were in Labrador, but they
Yeah.
were way up there. But yeah, the fact is that one actually found a trap that a trapper had left behind, and the other one found trash, which he made into a actual wood stove. Which his skill set went up for me because he could improvise a wood stove. Not just, with a full functioning chimney, the whole 9 yards. So I was impressed. And one guy who's, he lives out of his van with his girlfriend. And within 5 minutes of each other, he'd got a squirrel and a grouse with a bow.
Yeah.
2 shots, 2 kills. That's amazing. So, yeah. I will let you know what that trap is, Scott, as well as you, Jason, when I go see it next. Probably going to check it out this weekend. But like I said, I'm not a trapper per se. But I do know a place in Des Moines called it's a flea market. It's actually what it's called. It's called the flea market. And they have a box of traps for like $5 each. For good size, different size traps, but they're kind of rusted. So you need to do a little work to make them functional, proper, clean them up. But that's all I know about trapping and what you guys tell me and what I have seen people talk about. So, like I said, I'm not a trapper. I'm a bow hunter, so there's a difference. So, you guys tell me it's a cool thing to have. I don't have a problem with that. I just need to know how to have. I have to have a reason to get traps. To be honest, since I'm in a semi, urban area, this like trapping would be kind of difficult with all the cats and dogs and stuff.
Now with the dog proof.
Well, these are not those kind of traps, though.
Yeah, I know. You told me about the leaf spring traps.
Yeah. A beaver with a bow? I haven't seen that one yet. I'd actually have to look on. Let me see. I'm not sure which channel I was on, but I was watching alone. It's either. Yep, I was on Netflix. And one of the guys who impressed the hell out of me was the doctor who was in the Canadian Special Forces, specializing in cold weather survival. So you got a guy who could treat himself sooner and faster than the producers can get somebody there. Which I was wondering, if there was a true emergency, would they pull him out to help one of the other people if they really needed to? Because he was closer.
Probably.
As an emergency person that would be like that, he would be the first person I tap for, because he's a doctor, first and foremost. Second, he's a cold weather specialist. He's already got that skill set. He's a bow hunter. He's got that going for him. And the fact is, if someone needed his help, he would drop. I mean, yes, he'd probably lose $500,000, or they'd give him a special compensation for that because they would need his help to help save a life. I think this one has already got a lot of wax on it because it did not have the patina of something that's been rusted. And it's just the one I saw, though. Because Ian and I were looking at tools that we could use, like draw knives, things that we could use for baking bows and stuff like that. He and I both I have a decent draw knife. He's got one that needs really a lot of work. But he doesn't know how to work with wood tools as much as I do. But yeah, I was like, I'm going to go back and start watching Alone again as soon as I get done with my live stream before I go to bed. But Jason, what do you think I should do about those traps? Should I grab it? Should I not grab it?
Well,
Do you have a need for them?
you don't have a need for the foothold traps, but probably a dog proof, yeah.
Like I said, there was no dog proof at this place. I mean, I still have my my live trap that I picked up, but I have no, I mean, if I was going after that groundhog, I could understand it, but that groundhog moved on.
Oh yeah, he knew he's a marked dog, so
Yeah.
no. But like I said,
I don't have a spoke shave either, Scott, but I would like to get one. But
yeah, no. With the dog proof, you can guarantee a catch with the raccoon.
Well, we do have raccoons in the area, big ones.
Yeah.
I could probably catch them in that big live trap, possibly, but
No, not as efficient as the dog proof.
no, I understand that, but it's what I have.
Yeah, you can pick up a dog.
One of the things, another reason why I want to, when we are able to buy this place, is replace that shed because someone else tried to make it livable. Livable, not just a workshop.
Yeah.
That means it has to go. There's holes in there. There's things that it needs to be gone. Now, getting one of those ready-made, what people would use for tiny homes, that kind of thing, kind of shop.
They're expensive.
Yeah, but it'd be worth it in the long run. And that way I can have a full functioning shop that I can actually do stuff in. And I don't have to worry about, making a lot of noise or smells or anything in the house. Especially when I want to make arrows and bows and stuff like that. Because I have go ahead. Yeah,
like SD says. If you're gonna go with the traps, go with the Dukes. I've had no issues with the Dukes.
That's a dog proof, is what DP stands for.
Yeah, it's a dog proof. Yeah, yeah. Duke is the the manufacturer designer of those traps.
Okay.
And he's out of Mississippi at West Point, and he doesn't just have traps. He also sells candy on his website.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you more about that, Scott, because one of the things when we're at the Watcher County Flea Market, we're going to definitely be looking. I'm sure you're probably going to look for traps and stuff like that.
Well, I'm not going.
I said Scott. Not
oh,
Jason.
Okay.
I wish you could go. I mean, if you could find a way to teleport you here for that, I'm sure you would probably just not want to leave once you get there because stuff, not just the amount of stuff, it's the quality and type of stuff. And you just got to know where to look and who to talk to. And I mean, they got knife makers there. They've got blacksmith there. They have a whole bunch of stuff. And
It's a craft fair too, as well.
yeah, but not 20 acres of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And we're going to be doing our bug out bag challenge. So that's going to be a video that's going to be a lot of fun too. So we can get that going, which would be awesome. And I want to see how Ian does, to be honest, because I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's not just going to be Scott and me and Ian. It's going to be Jarrett too.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we get one more extra person in there. That's a whole big challenge right there, because we're going to see so many different perspectives. And we are not going to be able to get the cabin that we were planning because it went quick.
Ooh.
Because it got within 3 months of the out from that date, and someone snatched it already, the last one. Now, if I can find a decent campsite with power and stuff like that, I can probably do that, no problem. We'll just set up our tent and just go from there. I'll just set up my base camp and go that route because I have the bigger tent for that. I could use my big pavilion for that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
That way, I mean, I have a proper place to sleep and that kind of thing. So but I'll be putting back probably more than 100 for that particular trip, because not only am I looking for the bug out bag stuff, I am also going to be looking for archery stuff, because I always look for archery stuff. And cast iron. I hate to say this, but you can never have enough cast iron. If I find a proper number 3 Griswold for my lid, I will have a matching set, and that thing is going to be priceless. Because that's going to be. I'm just going in my bushcraft bag. Now, I don't do a lot of bushcrafting except other than my flint and steel stuff, but that's something at least.
Oh, get it out.
So, if anybody wants to do like want us to do like a treasure hunt, look for, you guys pick an item, see if we can find it there, type situation, we can make a list and see if we can find it. Same here. I want to get a decent truck for that. Ian and I can go to this event. Jenny will have a vehicle of her own that she don't have to worry about me having to drive her around and that kind of thing. So that's our biggest issue right now. So we're going to try to get it. If I get this truck I've been looking at, then we'll be saving money in the long run. But
we don't know yet.
Say what?
Esty is asking about what happened to the cookbook.
We're not done yet. And it's actually the ladies are helping with that. We haven't got that far. We have to do a special. Actually, we were supposed to do it on Thursday, I think, if I remember correctly. And we had a emergency. Jenny had to go in the hospital, Scott, if you hadn't heard. But the cookbook is still going to happen. We're just trying to figure some things out. I got to talk more with Molly and more with Mandy and Jenny. Yep, and I'm sure Mike's probably got a recipe or two. I know Jason's got a couple.
I got several.
But I'm going to ask, you're not putting your rub in there, though.
No.
Because that's your rub.
You can use any rub you want.
No, yeah, but your personal rub is not going in the recipe book. You don't want to give that up.
No.
That's personal. Okay, she is doing okay. She did break her leg. Her foot went sideways, dislocated her ankle, but when it did that, it broke her bottom part of her fibia, which the foot is her left foot, which she had surgery on it prior back in her 20s. But on a good note, Doc said by removing all the old hardware, the plate, the screws, the pins. You can put in new hardware where she could be basically up and walking around in less than 2 days after the surgery, which is an amazing deal. But we still have just under 2 weeks before she gets the surgery. But her ankle was like that big, folks.
Sure.
And I had to force her to go to the doctor. And the only reason, because I was driving, that's the reason why we went. And we were there for over 5 hours. And then she was in the hospital for a little bit as well. So, but she's going to be good. She's going back for getting her bandages changed this Friday. And then we'll go from there. No. The reason why they're waiting is not what you think. The doc had a set holiday with his 8-year-old daughter going down to Disneyland, or Disney World, I mean. And he couldn't cancel. We went.
Yeah, they're probably already all paid for.
Yep. And we wouldn't want him to disappoint his 8-year-old daughter. That would be bad. So, and the guy's a really nice guy too. He's been working on Jenny's other leg and everything else. So, oh, by the way, good news: the blood clot that Jenny had in her lungs and stuff. No blood clots anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, she's clear of blood clots. She still has to go through something else soon. She had to cancel her appointment on Monday, yesterday, due to what's going on. But I can't remember what it was. Hun? Your appointment you had to cancel yesterday. Which one was it for?
Pulmonary.
The pulmonary one for your lungs?
Yeah.
Because she had some a cyst or something in her lungs that they wanted to check out, but she wasn't able to check it out because of that. So finally got okay. What'd you find out? Okay, so what'd you find out? Is Molly going to bed, Jason?
No. I keep checking for a mouse.
Ah. Oh, good news. It's benign. Benign is good. They did a biopsy, so it's good. I'm going to be editing it in about this in 3 minutes, folks, because I'm kind of tired.
And I got to go do a patrol.
Yeah. Good luck on your hunt.
Yeah.
And I want to see some like mice with little crosses out on your bulletin board back there,
And there's some other things I need to get rid of too, because they're digging holes underneath the garage, underneath the carport.
Armadillos?
Yeah, that and probably a possum. Just hopefully not a skunk.
Polecat either, huh?
No.
They're pretty much the same thing if you ask me, but
A stink cat.
pin them up. Oh, could you imagine if you skinned them and put little hides up on the wall?
I would love to be able to do that.
I don't know if anybody's good enough for doing that. Could they?
I'm not good enough.
I don't know yet, Mike. I'll have to let you know. I'm waiting for my money to come in. They said 3 to 5 business days, so I have to wait until Friday at the very least. If I do need it, I will let you know. Oh, actually, there was something that Ian found at Goodwill, which was actually pretty nice. It was a wine box, a wood wine box. Solid, looked like rosewood. Opened it up. It still had the hardware for opening up wine.
Oh, well.
But no wine. Okay.
Or the glasses.
But it was a singular box about that big. Hold a single bottle of wine, but it had the hardware built into the under the side of the lid. It was hinged. It was beautiful box. And it had a box within a box to put the wine into, and it was wrapped in cloth and all that stuff. If I didn't already work in the industry, and I have never seen one that nice before. And I worked around some really expensive wine, but nothing like that. You have a scalpel? I'm sure that Jason's got some scalpels too. But I hate to say this, it is now 9:30.
It's time to go.
Yep, it's time to say good night, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. And I would say thank you to SD, Bruno, Cecilia, Rob, and Huga, and Cage, and Molly, and I hope. Shoot, my Facebook just had a dead field mouse outside. F&B. Okay. So I'm going to say goodnight to Mike and everybody else. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
And I'm going to thank you to my co-host as well. Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate you helping me out this morning at the beginning of this chat. So I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good night, all.